Hey, welcome back to another episode of the She's Making an Impact podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Ngom, and we're doing on-air coaching today. I have Miss Stephanie Leaf on, and you'll have to excuse me, I'm not in my normal office. The air conditioning is broken downstairs, so I'm hiding in our bedroom to get a little bit of airflow so I don't pass out during coaching. Cool. Stephanie, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Hi. My name is Stephanie Leaf. I run a blog called Weighing It on the Homestead, where I help busy families, modern families, incorporate homesteading skills and old-fashioned practices into their busy life. So those kinds of things are gardening, food preservation, making your own home products, personal products, and just some old-fashioned skills, cooking from scratch, those kinds of things.
Cool. Okay. What's the number one thing you want to get out of our call today?
Oh, I guess like my next step, like kind of a plan, because I have had a blog running kind of roughly for the last year. And so over like the past month, I've created a content plan where I'm able to get out a blog post or so every week. And I'm trying to grow my email list. But in the meantime, like now that that's kind of scheduled, like what I should do to prepare for when it's time for me to really like jump in, or if that's now, I don't know. So I guess a plan would be really great.
How many people on your email list?
I only have like 35.
That's
right
okay.
now.
We all start somewhere.
Right.
Yeah. So a few things you want to make sure that you're doing right now. Stick to your content creation schedule. So make sure every single week you're uploading no matter what, rain or shine.
Okay.
Like maybe you have a few batched in the queue ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
And so that like always.
Right.
During our coaching call today, we could actually maybe take a look at your blog and see how your opt-in is converting.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And look at those numbers to see what changes we should make for it to make sure it's converting at a higher level.
Okay, perfect.
Other things I want you to be doing right now, media. So have you gotten to the podcasting and pitching module yet?
I've started, in the last 2 weeks, I've really focused on market research to make sure my niche is set. I've had to make some changes on that. Okay. And then I also have researched some podcasts and things, but I haven't gone into like the pitching yet.
So that's something I want you to start and make your goal to pitch to 10 to 20 every week.
Okay.
Which seems insane, but a lot of them will never respond.
Okay.
And so maybe one of the things that you do today is make a list of 200 podcasts or Facebook groups. It could be you reaching out to different Facebook group hosts and seeing if you could go live in that group.
Okay.
But our big goal for you right now, visibility, and that's going to come through blogging, Pinterest, and getting in front of other people's audiences.
Okay. My roadblock with that has kind of been like, am I ready? Like, is my because I'll be trying to promote my opt-in. Like, is my opt-in like as good as it can be? So maybe that's just more of a mental thing, but
totally messy action. You just got to start.
Okay.
You just got to start.
Okay.
And I want you thinking, when are you going to launch your course?
Yeah.
I don't want you waiting more than a month from today. So I want you, like literally, let's look at the calendar right now.
Okay.
And the first time you launch, it's probably going to suck, and that's fine. Like, I literally just want you getting out there and taking action, and you're going to learn so many lessons that you're going to be able to tweak and apply and move forward for the next time you do it. Hopefully we'll get a few students in there that first round, and we can get some really good feedback from them so you can make the course even better, get some really good testimonials. And then the next time we do it, we crush it.
Okay.
So the first time I launched Pin with Purpose, I was less than a month into my business.
Wow.
I didn't have an email list. I don't know if I had anyone on my, definitely less than 100 people. But I went back to all the people I did market research with. I did personal reach outs to anyone I knew that had a business that might be interested. And I had 8 people join. And one of them was my coach, and another one was my friend. I don't even know if she paid me. But I got some good testimonials, right? And then I felt way more confident the second time I launched it of, sweet, this works.
Yeah. I guess my hesitation is I'm all for that. I guess up till this point, my hesitation has been I feel bad, like I'm just badgering the same 35 people. And I guess the visibility, since I haven't achieved any more than that yet, I feel like, I don't know. But we'll go for it. We'll do it.
We'll do it. So today we are on the 18th of September.
Yes.
So I'll let you choose if you want to do the week of October 9th or October 16th. You could do like 3 webinars, October 15th, 16th, and 17th.
Okay. October 15th. Okay, let's do it.
So, and then reverse engineer it, look at the week prior. So you'll start promoting your webinar a week before it.
Okay.
So leading up to that webinar, you'll need an opt-in page,
Right.
thank you page. And those are things that you can literally just clone the ones that we've provided for you.
Okay.
And then you'll need the email nurture sequence and the email sales sequence.
Okay. That's something that I need to get a little bit stronger as far as for my opt-in. I have like 3 emails, and then they just get broadcast at that point, but I need to strengthen that, I think.
You could add 2 more to it, to your regular
Okay.
nurture sequence. So these will be a little different. The webinar nurture sequence is going to be different than your regular just email nurture sequence. So the webinar one, you get access to all my emails. So like my webinar email sequence, you get that, and you can literally just tweak that and make it your own.
Okay, great.
And the goal with that one, to kind of establish rapport between the person that's registering, let them know that you're an expert on this subject and that you're excited for them to have a transformation in learning the material. And then to really remind them and hammer in the idea of this is the day and time, you have to show up live. You want to get as many live attendees as you can.
Okay. Okay.
I love this. We're just taking messy action, you know, like this is how you grow though.
Right. No, I agree. This is great. So you said everything I need in preparation for that is an opt-in page, a thank you page. And then as far as the course itself, I mean,
you could have a super simple sales page for the course.
Okay.
Super simple. If you saw my Pin with Purpose sales page from the first time I launched it, like basic.
Okay.
So basic. I created it myself on WordPress. Like, yeah,
Okay.
So basic. You don't even necessarily, like if you do a good job selling it on the webinar, you don't necessarily have to have a sales page. You could just lead them to a PayPal link or something like that.
Okay. All right.
And remember the webinar process street document.
Okay, right.
So in Process Street, I literally will walk you through step by step by step what you need.
Okay.
So you don't need to remember all this right now.
And then like along with that, or maybe this doesn't come till later, like bonuses, that kind of stuff, is that like maybe my second run, or do I have all that's prepared for this?
You could add like 2 to 3 different bonuses.
Okay.
So, I mean, do you know the outline of your course and what that's going to look like?
I have a rough idea. I mean, I could come up with something on
what I want you to do before Friday is come up with the modules.
Okay.
And then you can run it by some people that would be your ideal client, a little more market research to say, what do you like about this? What do you think is missing?
Okay.
And then what do you think would help? And so when looking at homesteading and everything that you're teaching, what would be something that would add to it or be a good complement to it? And it doesn't have to be something that necessarily you're teaching. Maybe you take a lady in Activate who is doing something that's similar that would add value to what you're doing.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So like Facebook ads, it would add a lot of value to our students in Activate, right? That's not something that I'm like an expert in at all, but I know people that are, and I get them on to come and teach you guys. Okay. And that's a sweet bonus for you.
Yeah.
And it's a win-win because it's giving that person exposure too.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Okay, so that helps because I felt like I was a little stagnant there. Like I was just like, okay, like pumping out the same thing, not the same thing every week, but like, so great.
Look at us. We're 8 minutes in and we already have a plan. And
I think if I could get like a quick evaluation on my homepage, that would be really good.
Yeah.
You can do? Okay. Do you want me to put it in the chat or how?
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
Okay.
And if you're listening to the podcast, you're going to have to come and watch the video if you want to see what I'm looking at. All right, let me check this bad boy out and share my screen.
Here, let me get out of.
So this is your homepage.
That's my homepage.
Okay, so we talked about this in Activate. Do your people know what homesteading is?
Yeah,
Like,
that was kind of one of the things that I found out in my market research was that my target audience doesn't necessarily, like, homesteading doesn't resonate with them. So I do think,
totally.
yeah, I think I need to change some of my language for that. I don't
Because
know.
I think I could be someone in your target audience because I make my own like serums and soaps and
Yeah.
like I do that kind of stuff because the stuff on the market's crap, right? So
Hmm.
like I feel more confident if I'm making it myself if I'm putting it on my skin. But
Right.
I wouldn't resonate with homesteading. I would resonate, what would be some other words for that? Like sustainability.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Um,
finding. Is that either self-sufficiency, self-sustainability. So I'm not sure if I actually have to completely rebrand or if I just have to niche down a little bit. But I am thinking of like self-sustainability for busy families is kind of
okay.
what I'm.
I like that. I don't think you necessarily need to change winning on the homestead right this second because
Okay.
again, messy action. Like this is
Yeah.
something we could go back and evaluate a couple months from now after you did your webinar and all that stuff. But like all of this, like sustainability gardening,
Okay. Yeah.
eco-friendly kitchen,
Hmm.
like all of that stuff, I think you could switch up for sure.
Cool.
Um, so again, you'd probably want to change the free homestead starter kit because they're not going to understand what that is.
Right.
So we'll need to change the name of that kit.
Okay.
And so they want to start homesteading, but what's like the reason why? What's their burning desire?
Yeah, I get, well, what I'm finding is that it's like just a healthier lifestyle and just the I guess what's the word? Just satisfaction of being able to provide for your family without relying on things. So the knowledge that comes along with it is what I'm finding in my market research that people are striving
What
for.
about avoiding toxins and poisons in the environment?
Okay.
I know that's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You know, like I want to be as healthy as I possibly can so I
Hmm.
can be there for my family. And so you're going to want to change this copy here
Hmm.
to reflect that.
All right. I'm just trying to like balance. I don't want to go too like green, green, green. Cause I mean, that's just, I mean, obviously that's good and that's a factor of it, but it's also more of a different niche, if that makes sense.
Totally.
So yeah, I'm trying to like find just the right wording to use.
I think you're getting closer. You're
Okay,
definitely
great.
getting on the right track.
Cool.
Did you do all this yourself?
Yes,
Okay.
but I can certainly, I'm not
Well,
married.
congratulations on figuring all this stuff out.
Thanks.
I know it's not easy. This is too much text here.
Okay.
This is way too much text. I don't want you having more than like this. So,
Okay, great.
copywriting tip is write whatever copy you want to write and then cut it by like 2/3. Only keep a third of it.
All right.
Be brutal. You don't need all this copy. And what you could do is just this button could be like, click here to learn more about me.
Okay.
So if they do want to learn more about you, they can go there.
Okay. Okay.
I would like to see a picture of you up here.
Okay.
And you can move this stuff over.
Yeah.
Have you gotten professional pictures
I
taken
have
yet?
not. That's on my list to do.
Okay, so when's it going to happen?
uh, um, in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Because that'll help too with your branding of
Yeah.
having some really nice pictures of you that you could put right up here.
Okay.
Because
All
people
right.
want to know who's the owner of this blog, like
Right.
right away.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you change your copy here, just run it by us again so we can look at it. And
Okay.
then this button will change. So they're not going to start their homesteading journey. What are they going to do?
Right. I don't know.
So it could be like, I want to be toxic free or toxin free,
Okay.
or I want to keep my family safe.
Great.
So that could be the call to action on that button.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great. That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
Anything else you want me to look at here?
No, I think we're okay with that. I think, yeah, I need to just do some of that stuff.
Which is fine. I don't even need you to do that like right this second. I'd rather have
Okay.
you prep for the webinar, get some media and all that stuff, and then you can go back.
Okay. Another thing that I'm struggling with is my Pinterest.
Okay.
I kind of I don't have like a daily routine or a daily strategy. Like I do it when I have a new blog post and I, set up my pins and tailwind and everything. And then it just, because I guess I have a VA I'm going to be working with to do
Awesome.
the pinning stuff.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to like tell them what to do before.
Totally.
So
you have access to Pin with Purpose.
okay. Yeah.
I would have your VA just go through Pin with Purpose.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, keep it simple. Then you don't even have to think about it. It's just like one thing that's off of your list.
Right. Okay.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, that would be good. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that helps me a lot.
Yeah. You have such a good niche for Pinterest too. Like so
Yeah.
many people are searching for this.
Right.
So if your VA can create some really good eye-catching pins, I mean, you have her Pinterest templates too. So she could literally just take that. She'll learn how to use the Advanced Marketing Institute and create some really good headlines. Like you'll do great.
Great. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, it does do great in Pinterest. I just haven't I haven't like mastered it, dove into it as much as I should. So, okay. So for the webinar, that's my big focus.
Yep.
Now.
Webinar and publicity. So I want you to kind of split it up. So maybe an hour a day, you're reaching out to podcasts. And you have my podcast pitch templates too.
Yeah. Okay.
So I would create one. You want to personalize it for each one. So don't just send the template. Personalize it for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And then an hour, I don't know how much time you have to work each day because you have kids and like all the busyness.
Yeah.
But if you could do 2 hours a day, like an hour of media and then an hour of prepping for the webinar, that would be awesome.
Okay. Yeah. I make that work. All right. What else? So for the webinar,
come up with a great title for the webinar and for the course.
Okay. And for the course. My struggle with this, and I know that we've talked about it before, is the seasonality with my niche. So like, obviously
some things are seasonal, but like creating your own products, that could happen anytime, like gardening would be a seasonal thing, but you could do different rotations,
Right. So I just worry, like, is this what I offer now going into winter and everything, obviously gardening is not going to be a big component of it. So, well, then if I offer one in the spring, it will be like a large component of it. So I guess I'll just adjust when it happens.
I mean, you could have 2 different courses that you offer based off of what season it's in.
All right. And would you recommend this course? Is it like strictly online, or is it like a guided, like how, because I kind of see it, I don't know, I guess I could do more of a DIY, like you can do it yourself, because that's another issue that I'm running into is like people that are into this is like do it yourself mentality kind of. So I do think that there's a place for this and people would be interested in the convenience of everything in one place. But should I offer like okay, you can just buy the course. Well, obviously, just buy the course and then we can do, or you could buy like a more of a guided, like I give you topics to work on each week, or how. So
the first time you launch it, I want you to launch it as a group program, and that'll be one of the bonuses in the level of scarcity. They get like 6 weeks access to you.
All right.
And that's valued at whatever you want to say. $500, $997,
Yeah.
whatever it is. And that's going to give you just some really good feedback to work with them to make the course even better. Because the first time you launch it, it's not going to be that good.
Right.
Just so
Okay.
you know. And if
Yeah.
it's amazing the first time you launch it, you waited too long.
Yeah. Okay.
But I would offer that as a sweet bonus for them. So that's a good incentive for them to take action with that first one. And you could say, next time I offer this, it's going to be an additional $997 to get this coaching with me.
Okay. All right.
And then you could do a VIP option. So it could be like the standard group for this one. And then VIP, they get private time with you.
Okay. I really struggle with not feeling like an expert in like giving someone. I mean, I think I can guide someone, and I have certainly like a lot to offer, but to be like, oh, you get all this time with me, like I just feel like I struggle with that.
Imposter syndrome. You're
Yeah.
not alone. And you know a lot more than your ideal client does.
Right. Yeah.
A lot more. So they look to you as that expert.
Okay. Yeah.
There's always going to be someone who knows more than we do.
Yeah.
Oh, like, and that's fine. You don't need to know more than everybody. You just need to know more than your ideal client.
Yeah. All right. That sounds great. Okay. This is exciting.
I know. I'm so excited for you. It's such a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, there's just like, I don't know. There's not much. It's either like, I want to go completely off the grid and that's like what they have to offer. It's not like, how do you fit this into a normal modern life? That's not,
Yeah.
I haven't found that per se. So I think that's really important because the market research I'm finding is that people that I'm attracting anyways aren't necessarily interested in having a farm, having chickens, having goats, all that kind of stuff, but they want to garden and they want to be able to do stuff with it. So
yeah. What else?
One other thing was someone said this in the group was that they were wondering if I was offering too much in my opt-in.
Okay.
Because it's a homestead starter kit. So I don't know.
Could I look at it?
Yeah. So like do you want me to pull up the whole opt-in?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Let's see. Oh shoot. I did have it up. Hold on. Oh no. Sorry, let me see here. Because it's got like a couple guides, it's got a bunch of spreadsheets, it's got a bunch of stuff.
I mean, you want it to be good. So when they go through it,
Right.
they're like, this was freaking awesome. But maybe like you could take part of it out and have that be like an upsell.
Okay. So where is it? I'm sorry, I'm not finding it. Well, if you go to, sorry.
It's okay. You could find it for Activate because our call starts in 8 minutes. And so we could just take a look at it there.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, let's do that. Because it's just kind of, a couple like guides and it is a lot, but I was finding that I was doing like kind of these one-off, like I did a guide, but it wasn't converting very well. So I don't know. I was like, I'm just giving everything. I need to drive my traffic. So maybe,
so maybe like we'll look at it and maybe you can take like the spreadsheets and part of it out and you could charge $7 for it. And it's not like you're going to make $1 million off of a $7 thing, but it's more the psychology of having buyers on your email list rather than just freebie people.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. I did have a question. I think we talked about a little bit in Activate, the group call, but so I'm able to write blog posts for a publication, which is really good exposure.
Yeah.
But I guess, I don't know, maybe I think it because I have that worry I'm not an expert, but is there like, I guess it's the same as like any kind of other media, like should I write anything specific to I don't know, sorry. because right now it's just been very topic based, like how to do this, how to do that. But is there a better way to like engage people in or top? I don't know. I'm sorry.
I mean, what do they want? What does the audience
Anything.
want?
You can write anything. So,
Yeah. So
okay.
maybe it's kind of like when you're doing your content creation.
Yeah.
Just think about what are some like 10 different topics that would add value to them. Because if you add value there, they're going to be like, who is this chick? And they're going to come and
Yeah.
check you out.
I struggle with like content and then saying like, oh, I want to use this for my blog because I can control the traffic better than I guess.
You might not want to use the exact same thing, but maybe
Yeah.
on your blog, you can control more of the SEO. So it could be the same
Mm-hmm.
topic, but you optimize your post for SEO.
That's true. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. So I'm the market research has really helped with the niche. So that
It
was,
really does.
yeah, it
It's
really
such
does.
a
I was
game changer.
surprised.
Yeah.
I thought I had it down.
I know. Everyone does. They're like, I
Yeah.
have this. Let's go. And I'm like, hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up.
It was funny and it was surprising. And I was surprised, like even with 35 people on my list, I got like 5 responses, which were really valuable. I was like, no one's gonna do this survey, you know, but it was really helpful.
Cool.
So I'm really glad I did it. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
I don't know. I feel like I kept, this webinar, I just have to dive in and I'm sure I'll have a million questions at that point. But
For sure. Yeah.
But no, I'm ready.
Cool. I'm excited for you. So make sure you share and activate like my webinar date. This is what I'm working on. So we can really help you, hold you accountable, and support you.
Yeah. Sounds great.
Cool. All right. Well, where can people find you?
They can find me at wingingitonthe.homestead.com for the blog or Winging It on the Homestead for Facebook. I have a Facebook page as well.
Very cool. Maybe you can go back to the live video and actually comment with those links so people can get it. Cool. Well, I'm so excited for you and it's so cool to see what you're up to and I can't wait to see where you're going to be a couple months from now.
Yeah, I am too. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right.